Hi ladies and gentlemen, in this tutorial about handheld contact, we're going to go through searches, favorites, and import export. It's what you see on the second line. So let me get right into that. First of all, searches are pretty straightforward if you know a little bit about ACT. And let me describe what that is. I have a search that I did on here, and again, just a reminder, a lot of the contacts in this database are from the state of Missouri. And what I did is I went in and I set up a group or sort of a search of all the people in the state of Missouri. Now, let me show you the way I did that. I clicked on the plus sign. I went in and I gave this group a name. So I'm just going to type in the word name. Next, under the description, I can give it a description if I want to, but really the key is this. Where it says filters, I'm going to click on the plus sign, and at this point, I can choose what do I want it to be. Do I want it to be the first name, the last name, department title? In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down to the first name and I'm going to say, listen, if the first name has the word John in it, I want this to be a group of people named John, in essence. And I'm going to click Save. I did a search. There's two contacts in there. Under the name, I'm going to change this to John. So in other words, if I do this search, sort of a lookup, I can save it. And now if I want to get back to it quickly, I can simply click on John and get right back to all the people named John in my database. Again, the Missouri one was all the people in the state of Missouri because I had previously set it up. So that's how you can use that function. Regarding favorites, favorites are something that is in handheld contact. And let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to click on this first one, and you'll notice under Brian, there's a star right there. I'm going to click that, and I just took it off. So in other words, that little star, which is dark orange, if I click it, I'm going to take that star off. That's the favorite. So if that star is selected or orange, they're a favorite. Therefore, when I get back to the favorites and click on that, it brings up all the people I've marked as favorites. So very, very easy. Next, I want to talk to you about import contacts and export contacts. Now, this, as an iPhone user, really is something that I find beneficial because what I have the ability to do is I can import things that are already on my iPhone. So in my native app that holds all my contacts, I can import them. I'm going to click on Export Contacts. Next, if I want to export contacts, I can export all my contacts to my all my contacts on the iPhone. If I want, I can update all the exported contacts. So only the new ones in handheld contact that I hadn't done were updated. I can delete all of them, and I can delete all the contacts as well. So these are things you can come in and mess around with. One of the things I'll warn you on, you want to be careful because you don't want to do too much with these contacts because you can create some duplicates. What I wish that function had is an automatic export to my native contact in the iPhone. It doesn't. You have to do it manually. So that's the kind of thing maybe once a month I'd recommend you come in, throw those contacts back out there. The advantage of doing that is this. When you receive a phone call from a client, their caller ID will pop up on your phone. And that's probably the main reason why I do it. Because if they're calling me, if Joe Smith calls me or Jill Smith, I'm going to see their name pop up so I can identify the incoming call. And that's the primary reason I export things out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a little bit about searches, favorites, import, and export. And then we'll move on to the next row in our next tutorial. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye now.